Hello. Welcome back to our D&D campaign. As you can tell, after 95 sessions, I haven't gotten any better at cold opens. But it's okay, because no one's watching anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right, so, how's everyone doing? Good?
Oh yeah, I'm just eating my dinner.
Very good.
What are you eating?
It is leftover roast dinner from earlier at Richard's mum's parents' house. I always say Richard's mum's house, but his parents are still together. They both live there. But yeah, Richard's
Right.
parents' house. We had roast dinner, and they gave us a box of leftovers, so I'm having that.
Oh.
A canon look into Richard's home life. His parents are still together. New fact to put on the wiki.
Right.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that can be on the wiki. Right, well, so yeah, if everyone is ready to go, we shall carry on with our D&D campaign for the first time in like 3 weeks. Woohoo!
Woo.
All right, well, okay then, in that case, has everyone got a drink and stuff? Everyone is ready?
Yep.
All right, well, all right, last we left off, the Clive Five had ventured into the Frostbleed Peaks, searching for the two dragons, Talendal and Kairos, who had fled from VL after causing havoc. Attack on mortal kind, searching for the librarian of the Cairo Concord, Gira, as well as Melindra Fairwing, who had led them to VL. Upon stealing one of the gems of power that Gira needs from Naxos. Once you arrived at Raventhorpe, you headed to Feldrax's village, meeting Rokon Hardfists, who was the new leader of Feldrax's village, and is an interesting character. You had a bit of a fun time. Upon waiting for Arnax to arrive to guide you through the mountains in a way that wouldn't take you days and days and potentially getting lost. You had a bit of enjoyment before your battle, and Rokon decided that he would come with you to gain glory in battle, fighting dragons, something that he's clearly very excited about. But the day begins as you get up, nursing from all the fermented goat's milk and the whiskey, which Rokon was very impressed with the fact that merchants had been selling him recently. But as you wake up, Rokon stretches, gets his stuff together. Melindra is well rested. She looks like she has finally had a bit of rest after her long journey. Well, when are we going to do this? Rokon says.
Prefer to do it sooner rather than later.
Aye. Well, the sooner, the better. Is that a saying? I suppose. Right. He walks over. He walks over to his axe that is on the mantelpiece and picks it up. Time to slay some dragons.
Your enthusiasm does you no disservice, Rokon. It'll be a pleasure.
I mean, dragons are also intelligent creatures, and being very gung-ho about the killing of them, it seems kind of... I don't know.
The more intelligent, the better the battle. That's what I say.
To be fair, they did just massacre a city.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck them.
Like, it would be different if we just suddenly decided, dragons, we don't like them, and decided to murder them. But no, this is entirely justified.
I would agree. Melindra says.
It's not because to be fair, it's not because they're dragons.
Melindra, quick question. I can't remember if we settled this before. how did you know where to find Gira?
Well, when you found when the party found me was in VL, so I just assumed that you'd be around there.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my sheet wants to bloody open. Oh, there we go.
Just waiting on Shirk. Whilst wait, animal handling, bruh.
It's pretty yikes.
Yeah,
I will take the first roll, however.
I don't see where animal handling came from. I think my
I've never seen that anyone brought
That's
back
quite
to the start of the
funny.
campaign.
What are you calling me? Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You found her in VL. Real was from VL. So when she ended up coming back from the basal tiles, that's the first place she went.
I wasn't like trying to cast suspicions on you. If you were scrying because you needed to find Gira, that would have been totally fine by me.
I can't do magic. It's not. I'm not as magical as someone like Gira is, or even Talendal.
Well, that's true, but you could have asked someone else to scry. Regardless, I was just curious as to how you managed to locate the people.
Well, it is true that I was laying low for a while, and I had been tracked by those dragons for a long time. I just had a sense, I suppose, that Gira was around, and that's when I revealed myself, and that's when I got attacked by the dragons, flying into VL. It is hard to explain. I think it's something that's more in my blood, and understanding deeply that Gira was the person I needed to find. Otherwise, I'm sorry, I can't really explain it any more than that.
That's very fascinating.
Not fascinating, Sherlock. It's the storm.
Oh my god.
I
It's
totally understand.
It's still fascinating!
This innate sense you have. I guess there's two things. There's one. Well, there's two things with that. Firstly, do you think that you'd be able to use that to help us in finding these two? And secondly, do you think they may be able to use it to know that we're coming?
Again, I don't know. I don't know whether it was something that fate just happened to bestow upon me at that moment, or whether it was something larger than that, or whether it was some divine sense of sending me there at that time.
So it's not normally the case that dragons have this dragon sensing ability.
No, we have things that are hard to explain and are more feelings, and we do have a connection to the wisps of fate, as such. But it's not something we can control necessarily.
That red one said that he could smell me, so maybe he just could smell Gira from really far away.
Gira hasn't had any form of washing for quite a while. He would
Gira
need
kind
a
of
bit of a wash.
wafts his clothes a little bit. Test to see if he's not smelling great, but in the process probably upsets the noses.
Well, I mean, it smells quite bad here among the Goliaths anyway, so I don't think you're offending anyone.
Big sweaty men rustling around, drinking shit tons of alcohol.
I don't think that
imagine
smells bad.
Sherlock, am I offending your sensibilities this morning?
No, I'm merely suggesting, you know, it wouldn't really be a hard scent to pick up.
Dragons
Well.
do have a good sense of smell. That is certainly true, but I don't think it was that.
Well, maybe there is a lesson here for our adventure later today. Is it possible that we could drench ourselves in some smell that might divert the attention of the dragon?
That
I-
sounds
I-
like a good idea.
I have a feeling that once we enter Athanax's lair, it will be hard for us to hide ourselves.
Well, good point. I certainly would not want to commit any form of cowardice. It is the duty of us to apprehend these dragons after what they did in VL, and I suppose any form of masking our scent would be an act of cowardice.
Rokon says, I totally understand what you mean, Melindra. Sometimes I get the feeling that my dinner is ready, and I go and check on it, and it's just ready at that moment. And, I think that's fate as well.
Do you hit your food with an axe as well, or?
Not usually. I usually eat it.
Maybe if it's really tough, or if it's
No.
still moving.
Well, if it's moving, yes, certainly. I would want to hit it with an axe.
That's what it turns out. It's not even like actual like meat. It's just a cabbage, which is somehow moving. Then you really need to hit it with an axe.
What's a
because that's
cabbage?
not normal.
I don't know what a cabbage is.
Do you not eat vegetables up in the Frostbleed Peaks?
Meat and potatoes is our staple diet.
Oh, you can grow potatoes here, but you can't grow cabbages.
Well, we don't really grow much. We're not
Veggie-
really. We tend to grow grains,
Oh, well, you can usually grow beetroot in the snow.
turnips. I know people who grow turnips. Are they like
Yeah.
cabbages?
They are actually quite similar to cabbage taste-wise.
Well, I would like to try one of these cabbages one day, if you
Oh.
had any.
We'll bring you one. You could try beetroot. If we finds anywhere else, you could try growing that here as well. It's really good.
Something that merchant had when he sold me that whiskey. It was an interesting. He said it was some sort of fruit. It was a pineapple.
I'll minor illusion a pineapple. Does it look like this?
Yes, that is exactly what it looks like. But I could not quite work out how to eat it. The skin was rough, and the juicy part inside was not worth the biting of the skin.
You do have knives, right?
Yes, but they're for stabbing, not eating.
I'd like to
my God.
minor illusion a series of like how-to basic style.
How to base it? Not like you're throwing eggs in it.
Wait, no, not how to basic. WikiHow style
Right.
thing of like a slideshow of like a knife and then the pineapple
Is it
being
held by
sliced.
someone with like this demonic facial expression?
They are
like-
they're featureless.
Some
Ah.
naked person just throwing eggs at it. He says,
Screaming at the top of their lungs.
"Well, next time I will certainly use that method for gaining the fruit inside."
Why
But,
do you sound like every single thing you're going to say is going to be put into a poem? Very dramatic. I
We
enjoy
do
it.
have great poets in these parts.
Any poems spring to mind?
If I think of one, I will tell you.
Oh, certainly the great Rokon knows of a few tales.
Oh, I know tales.
Just
But
not the
I
poem.
am not a bard, you see.
I'm a bard.
Oh,
You
shouldn't.
tell us a poem.
Tell us the poem.
No.
Okay, well, brilliant. As he says this, Arnax walks in. Covered head
Ardax.
to toe in moss, as usual. A little bird is sort of tweeting on his shoulder and just like nuzzles itself into his beard. Well, are we going to go then?
Yeah, I think we'd best be off. Yeah, we don't want to give them more prep time than they need. Well, than is necessary.
Well, good luck, everybody.
All right, so Arnax takes you outside. He begins to focus on his staff, and the little bird that nuzzles itself in his beard begins to poke its head out. It just tweets a little bit and then flies off. And Arnax says, "Time to follow the bird."
All right, lead the way.
Canary and the dragon, my.
Right. So you begin the journey, leaving Foldrax village through the main palisade gate until you take the main road that begins to divert off into the mountains. The weather is pretty chilly, and as you begin to gain altitude, the wind becomes ever more biting as the clouds begin to grey above you, and the first sort of drops of snow fall. The mountains ahead of you are caked in snow, and it looks like maybe a blizzard might be coming through. However, Arnax takes you straight through some strange twists and turns. Seemingly paths open up in front of you that you don't notice that are there until you're on them. And they seem weirdly obvious whilst you're walking down them. However, it's not until Arnax points them out and starts to lead you through the little shortcuts in the mountains. But it does cut your journey time considerably. And after the main part of the travels, Arnax, for the next few hours, you begin traversing until you notice the ruined tower of Dinas Turar a few hours into your journey. The battlefield now having been cleaned up from the blood and the chaos that had once strewn it. However, you don't notice any giants around. You don't notice any real wildlife around these parts, apart from the little like robin that is leading Arnax. As you're walking, Rokon says, "The mountain air. It is difficult to conceive of somewhere that is not so mountainous."
If it's difficult, wait. If I'm confused. If it's hard to conceive of somewhere more mountainous, then, well, if it's hard to conceive of somewhere that isn't mountainous, then this would be your baseline for things being mountainous, and therefore it wouldn't appear mountainous to you.
Scrimshaw. I don't think he thinks that deeply into it.
But there's mountains here.
I don't disagree that there are mountains here.
Well, I can't conceive of more mountains or less mountains. I can only conceive of this amount of mountains.
It's exact amount of the exact cubic feet.
I can only conceive of what is right directly in front of me at any moment.
I'd go into minor illusion a field
How?
Just a picture of a field.
Right. I know what a field looks like.
I mean, that's not very mountainous.
Well, it depends if it's a field in a mountain or not.
Oh, but this one
Oh
isn't in a
my
mountain.
God.
Look at it.
Well, there's mountains around it.
Well, yes, out of view somewhere.
So does that mean everywhere's in a mountain? If there's mountains
Everywhere.
nearby-
Well, the Frostbleed Peaks are mountains, and I've never been outside the Frostbleed Peaks. I've never seen the ocean. That's something I would like to see one day. I've heard that that's very flat.
You're not wrong. It is quite
Flat
flat.
ocean society. I mean, sometimes it's flat, and sometimes it rages with the anger of 1,000 suns, and can can kill a lot of people.
Still
very
flatter.
easily.
Still considerably flatter than a mountain, though.
I mean, maybe.
It would
Like-
be an apocalyptic level storm to create waves as high as mountains.
Oh, sure, but I wouldn't necessarily call that flat. It's more just very choppy and bumpy.
You
Like-
two certainly do speak in time and riddle manner of trickery.
Melindra laughs and says, is this what people do?
Well, I mean, we spend quite a lot of time walking between one place and another place, and
You wanna be where
sometimes
the people are.
I'm surprised you haven't learned to fly yet.
oh, I mean, we have, but it's limited.
Rokon, as you're sort of walking through the mountainous valleys, Rokon is just sort of like scraping his axe along the side of the rock. It's just making this really horrible, like, etching noise. And Arnax turns around and says, "Will you stop that? The dragons will hear us coming." And he says, "That's what we want!"
We want to fight them in their cave, not in the open.
Yes.
I mean, it wouldn't be very fun for you if the dragons were just flying above and you couldn't hit them with your axe, would it?
It'd be more of a challenge.
I mean, that's one way to think of it.
They also can conjure fire and acid from their mouths, and basically stay up in the sky and murder you that way without really much of a fight. It'd be more of a slaughter. Would you like that to be how you're remembered?
That doesn't sound very honourable.
Exactly. It wants an honourable end.
No, I mean, it doesn't sound very honourable for them. Their end would not be honourable.
Yeah. But
Well.
you know, it would be a very dumb way to die.
Rokon hard fists. Rokon hard fists.
Garibald kind of pulls up to Arnax and kind of says in a low voice, particularly worried about Rokon. He would anything that could prevent slow his imminent demise at the hand of a dragon in about 4 seconds.
I'm not here to help you in terms of fighting the dragons. I'm just here to help you get there.
I wasn't suggesting you do such a thing, but I understand the druids are in possession, thanks to a few I've met in the past, of various protection magic.
I certainly have things that might be able to bring him back, if possible. But I hope it doesn't come to that.
Well, me neither, but never mind. Kind of just carries on walking.
Arnax stops in his tracks and just sort of holds out a hand at one of the entrances to a sort of valley that begins to rise up. And he points out a mountain peak just ahead, and he says, That's the one. Green Haze Pike.
All right.
Taller than I thought it would be.
Unfortunately, we'll have to climb up it.
So, once we're there may not be much time for talking plans. I think we should be on the same page before we go in.
That is probably what.
I'd say force cage the spellcaster so that we can put silence onto it and do your weird radiant sickening bullshit that you do, whilst also focusing most of our attacks on the red one. Well, not the red one, the blue one. And when the blue one's dead, then we focus on the spellcaster.
I think we should go for the spellcaster first, right? Aren't they both spellcasters?
What I mean
Only the
is
black one is spellcaster.
I think if we keep the spellcaster down whilst we deal with the other one, because if we keep the spellcasting one contained and silent, then that means we only have one to deal with. If we focus on the non-spellcaster first, then we'll have both of them to deal with at the same time.
Though if we cage the spellcaster, they're more likely to be able to do things while in there. Though we would be able to stop them from disintegrating the force cage.
Exactly. And if we can keep silence on top of that and keep me out of range of its breath weapons, then it should be able to vastly remove a number of spells that dragon can cast.
Does silence continue to inhabit the space the force cage is in?
I believe so.
It should do. It's essentially just a mesh. It does stop. It does stop teleportation. Well, it does make teleportation from one side to another difficult, but pretty much anything else can pass straight through it.
Yeah, you can just
if it's
disintegrate it as well.
small enough. But yes, he can just disintegrate it as he did before.
Well, tried to before.
Oh, he's succeeded. He succeeded on the second try.
Oh. Oh yes, I forgot.
Though, if you're able to maybe stay in, it's tricky because if you stay in range to potentially counterspell, if the silence drops and he is able to cast, then you may be susceptible to getting the dragon breath on you. However, if you stay far away so the dragon, you're not susceptible to the dragon breath, then you wouldn't be close enough to counterspell.
Either way, I still think that's the best way to deal with either of them.
You won't expect the silence. Well, one would hope not.
Well, either way, he can't really do much if he's already in the force cage.
Yeah. Morna, it's just you, Morna, that has the ability to silence, right?
I have silence.
Oh, you have it too.
Either.
And I'd say I have more expendable resources.
I know it only cost me 2 key point. I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll try and do it. Spell slots are way more important.
I think Morna as well is less likely to be blindsided by the breath attacks. She's you can they don't seem to really affect you much.
Then I don't.
You
Then
just
I don't need
dance
to stay
around.
in range for it.
That's true.
That's cool.
Yeah, once it's down, you can go out of range as well. But I think silence is quite a long range anyway, doesn't it? So.
Yeah, should be.
Not sure what range it is.
I think it's 120 feet, but I haven't checked in a little while.
Can technically cast it outside the range, then run in as well.
120.
All right, so cage the caster, pacify them, take down the blue one, finish off the spellcaster.
Divide and conquer?
They will know that they're at a disadvantage, Mandra says. I hope that they... Well... They may try and run if it looks like they won't win.
Well then, let's hope we kill them quickly.
Right, so if they do try to run, do we have anything to stop them?
I can try hold monster. Would that work on a dragon?
Could do.
I can also
So-
cast a rather hilarious spell, which would force it to dance. Where even, I don't know if that would freeze it in place that much, but I think if it's running away, it would at least take away some of the inevitable anguish of it leaving as we laugh as it dancing.
Yeah, it just
Merry thing as
moonwalks
it flies
away.
Yeah.
Just moonwalking.
It's
I'm out of
moonflying.
here!
I mean, yeah, I mean, they would have to use all of their movement to dance in place without leaving its space. Their space. Oh, it's oddly specific language that I'm using there, but yes.
Yeah, that will actually stop it from leaving.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good. Yeah, that should at least give us some time to surround them.
Have you ever
Still
seen
from leaving.
a dragon dance before?
No, I'm very fascinated as to what kind of dances they can come up with.
Well, I'm not much of a dancer, so perhaps if we celebrate after this.
I'm sure we will, Arnak. I'm sure we will. And I
That's
can also
Melindra.
prepare.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that was Melinda's name.
I can also prepare a glyph, potentially on the entrance to the cave. Might trap us in, but it would certainly slow them down if they are trying to escape.
I'd rather we use that as a plan B option. I would rather not be trapped inside a cave with dragons.
There will certainly be more than one entrance in.
Oh, no pity.
Yeah,
Also, I
dragons
believe
don't like to feel boxed in.
And I believe your glyph takes a while to create, right?
Oh, well, just a little bit, but if I cast it on a rock or something while we walk... I'm sure
I have never been part of a battle that has been so well planned. Usually I just run in.
How
And
many
win.
battles have you been in?
Well, depends what you mean by battle. I was part of the one against the giants. I was right on the front lines of that one, and I did not plan a thing.
Yeah, we did quite a lot of planning for that though, so
Yeah, and that down there, the tower thing, that was us.
Oh.
Maybe if we hadn't planned, then we would have still won, and there'd still be a tower.
Well, that tower, I don't like it. It's too big.
Not anymore.
It's not made of wood. I only like things that are made of wood and have hide on them.
You like
Huh.
wood, you say?
Arnax sighs and begins walking up the mountainside.
All right then. Let's let's
I
crack
don't
on.
get paid enough for this.
Wait, you get paid?
Shonik looks back to both Roxon and I've already forgotten the other guy's name. What the fuck?
Rokon.
Mind blank. Rokon. Is Arnax always this just dull and not fun?
Yeah, but he is a druid, so we don't have many of them. So it's
I've
best to
had-
be on their good side.
I've known a lot of druids who are a lot more fun.
He whispers to you and says, "Well, I think part of the reason was because his the whole order is sort of, well, it's just him now here.
Yeah. Ah. Well,
He's the
now I
last.
feel like an awful shite bag of a person. Great.
Okay, so you begin the journey up the side of the mountain. Is there anything else you wanted to plan whilst you're going up?
No.
Don't think so. I think for any climbing sections, I'll invite Gira onto the carpet, so us not particularly athletic minded individuals can go up in comfort.
Yeah. It's not like a sheer face. Arnax's ability to find paths is it does also help with climbing the side of a mountain.
Cute.
However, after maybe a couple of hours of climbing, as the sun is beginning to set at this point, and the winds are biting cold now. They're starting to pick up, and yeah, everyone is starting to feel a little bit chilly. Especially Melindra, who, as a dragon, is not really used to this sort of climate.
Gira goes over and kind of gruffs a bit, and I guess he gets the feeling from her that she's cold, right?
Yeah, she's like shivering.
Okay, so Gira takes off his cloak. And
Naked!
well, he's wearing clothes under it.
Oh.
And puts it over Melindra and goes, Melindra, please, we need you alive for this.
Thank you, but focus on yourself. I'll survive.
Don't you worry about
Oh,
me.
sorry.
What's that?
No, that Garrett finished. I thought he was done.
No, it's cool. It's just he ignores Melindra, his voice, and kind of carries on after giving the cloak to her.
Isn't it really cold in the air? Up there in the sky?
Sorry, say that again. The wind's a bit raspy.
Okay.
Isn't
hello?
it
Yes,
really
stop.
cold when you're flying?
Yes, but dragon form is more able to survive harsh elements.
Oh,
It's
okay.
this mortal form, which is a bit more it's a bit more biting, and I'm not really used to it.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
The basal tiles are generally very warm. She sort of like says, thinking of better times. After a few more minutes of traveling, Arnax points out a boulder and says, "Do you see it?"
It's a rock.
It's not any rock.
I see a boulder.
He walks over to it and gives it a nudge with his staff. There's a bit of a crack as it begins to roll out the way, revealing a quite small a cavern entrance. That's the one.
Huh.
All right. You said that it was unlikely that we'd be able to remain hidden while we were in there. Is there any point in trying to sneak?
I didn't say that. I think Melindra said that.
Sorry, I was looking towards Melindra.
Right. Melindra says, well, it wouldn't hurt to try. I just feel that it will be hard to mask our scent.
I could
That's
try
I
and
don't know.
use prestidigitation to make our sense all neutral.
Sorry, what was the name of that spell again?
Prestidigitation?
It's prestidigitation.
No, it's prestidigitation.
Try saying that 5 times
Out.
fast.
Prestidigitation, 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 prestidigitation.
Just because it's spelled like that doesn't mean it's pronounced like that.
It is literally pronounced like that. It's always been pronounced like that all throughout D&D
Doubt,
forever.
Doubt.
It's been pronounced like that. That's literally how I've always said it as well. Throughout the whole
I
campaign.
do. I think I do remember very early on, like I think in like previous campaign, thinking that you were just stammering like over that, like stuttering over the word.
Yeah.
I thought it was just I thought it was just prestidigitation, and you were just like fumbling over it.
Yeah, no, it is a thing. It's not just a D&D thing as well. It's an actual real life thing.
I had to,
Ugh.
yeah, I had to consciously make myself start so calling it prestidigitation, and like now it's a habit, but it wasn't originally.
Yeah, it is. All right, so what you're gonna make it as a sort of more neutral smell?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I can wait. Can chill. Oh, so I can chill, warm, or flavor something on an object. Is
Flavor me.
flavoring something like kind of tie in with smelling? Like you can make
Flavor me,
you
baby.
can make a harmless
Oh,
sensory
no.
effect,
You're gonna marinate
and you can
the
like
party before they go into the dragon's cave.
and you can like soil or clean things. So I could like clean people to make them to like reduce the
Sure,
Or you
but
scent.
Or
people
you can
just
make
have
it really dirty,
smells.
so like where
Yeah,
unappealing to eat.
Yeah, so like it won't, it might not entirely eradicate the smell of people, especially Roxon and Brokon, but it might reduce the radius in which they can be smelt.
You can always give it a try.
Doesn't hurt to do. Not going to make them more smelly.
No. But it's one of those things also that any new smell in a dragon's cave is going to be something that they notice. So it's going to be even if you make it smell like something that isn't you. They'll be like,
What if I
"What's that
make?
smell?"
How about if I make us smell like gold?
They'll definitely smell that.
Well, see, if there's lots of gold in there in the form of a hoard, then it might be hard for them to. A little bit of extra.
Near the hoard to begin with. Because then if
I
they
totally
smell
get
us
where you I get where you're coming from. But I don't think it quite works that way. Dragons are generally quite intelligent, and
Well, I'll give it a go because Scrimshaw isn't that intelligent.
Okay.
I'm gonna make us all smell just like that, slightly metallic. I don't actually know what gold smells like. It might not smell metallic. I'll take out a gold piece, sniff it, and try and replicate that smell.
Gold doesn't really smell of anything as well. Like it's quite an inert substance.
Copper then.
So yeah.
Copper.
Okay. Yeah, everyone just smells like copper. Okay, fine. Prestidigitation is also like a cube, like of a foot at a time. So it's quite a lot of work. But okay. If you really want to make everyone smell like copper, I'll allow it.
I would like to make everyone smell like copper.
Okay. The second you go near Rokon, he's like, "What are you doing? The smell is horrible. I like my smell."
I mean, it kind of smells like the blood of your enemies, right?
That would be iron. Even though I don't know that.
They smell similar.
Arnax is actually really big into biology.
Yeah. This is hemoglobin. Now, Arnax is like, I think this is where I'll leave you. I will wait for you, but if you're not back by, let's say dawn, I will leave and I will mourn you.
That's fair.
That-
If you do
that's
see the
like a
dragons,
vote of confidence.
if you do see the dragons escaping and flying off, then do let us know. Do you have the ability to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I will send a messenger.
Okay.
And it points to the bird.
All right then.
Gira embraces Arnak in a hug.
Aw.
In a very hearty dragonborn hug.
Arnak sort of stiffens up as you hug him, but it's like, well, yes, I hope you win.
Oh, Garrett, now you smell like Arnax. Now I have to redo my.
Apologies. Proper as we deal with our guests and our allies with courtesy. So I hugged him.
Well, I will wait. And you watch as Arnax begins to change form into a little raven who sits on a sort of a branch of a tree that's sort of poking out of the side of the mountain. Caw!
All right then.
Just staring at you.
I do like the okay, so I'm like, nice.
He does it back.
With his wing.
Yeah. Mellinger says, right, well, how are we doing this? Am I going first?
I mean, if you want, if you're volunteering to go into the evil death cave of death first, then sure.
I probably should. And Rokon says, no, I want to go first.
Rokon, it's fine.
Alright, well, I will land the killing blow then. We agreed on that.
Did we?
Yes, we're agreed. Alright, go on, Melindra. Melindra sighs and walks in. What order are people going in?
Gira's gonna go behind, I assume, so actually Rokon's second. Gira's gonna go behind him there.
Okay, Melindra, Rokon, Hard Fists, Gira.
We go Roxon and then, I guess Scrimger or more at the back.
Yeah,
With the
Chinook
big
Chinook in
speed.
the middle.
Yeah, Chinook should probably go in the middle, probably just behind Roxon.
Yeah, so Melindra, Rokon, Gira, Roxon, Chinook, Morna, and Scrimshaw.
Cool.
Sound good? Alright,
And I'll be on the carpet as
yeah,
normal.
okay, cool. And you're also going stealthily?
I
Any
think
point?
so, yeah.
Oh, do you want me to cast Pass Without a Trace?
It might help.
Okay, I will then do that then. I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Right, everyone roll stealth for me then, as you enter the cave.
Hey!
That's
I'm a
a
fucking ninja.
42.
See what
Are
you
we-
get in that one.
Are we playing Pathfinder here?
Hey!
Hey!
You called it! It's absolutely the Gira thing to do in this one.
Yep.
Um,
Gira basically just shouts. He's overcome with fervor and rage. He's like, face me, kind of thing.
yeah.
What?
You still got
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, you're like quaking in your boots as you enter the cave, and it is quite obvious. But most of you are doing pretty well. So Melindra leads the passage. The cavern itself, this entrance is nowhere near large enough for a dragon to get into. So if there is one that a full-size dragon can get into, it's certainly not this one. And it's obvious that this path is not very well trodden at all. It has been a very long time since anyone came here. It's actually quite surprising that Arnax knew the way. He is a druid, and he's been around for a while, so he's probably explored quite a lot around these parts. But as you enter the cave, you hear the dripping of water, the smell of sulfur rising up through the cave. The air is thick, and there are sort of cracks in the floor that like gas is sort of like seeping through, and it's quite thick volcanic sort of sulfury gas that smells very nasty, like rotten eggs. Right, so the passage twists and turns. However, there aren't different ways to choose. It is one way down. There seems to be like a bit of a 30-degree or quite a steep drop almost. 30 degrees probably downwards, spiraling in and out for a good hour or so as you traverse, pushing aside cobwebs and bits of moss and fungus that have overgrown. Very occasionally the floor shakes underneath your feet as you drop down. But as it starts to level out, eventually there is a large door in front of you. Ancient in design, stone carved with very old Mistran writing. There's like sort of pillars around that seem to hold the roof up, and the door itself seems to have not been open for a long time. There's a sort of like layer of dust that has settled over it. And Melindra says, this design reminds me of Ashigal's prison. Ancient stone, masterfully crafted. Something that no giant or Goliath could have made. No offense. Turning to Roxanne and Rogon.
I suppose from the days of what occurred over here. And there was that whole thing with stuff going on in the sky 500 years ago here, right?
It's older than that, I think.
I mean, if this is like Ashigal's prison, then do we really want to open this?
I mean,
Yeah.
I trust.
I would open it.
I mean, I trust Arnax. I don't think he'd lead us astray.
Okay.
Well, the door lies before you. Melindra and Rokon start to size it up and try to see some like handholds to see if they can get it open. We might need some sort of lever or like something to pry the door open.
Roxon will step forward with Giant's Bane
That will do it.
try and use that.
Yeah, Rokon is also going to use his axe to help as well. Make a strength check for Roxon with advantage.
Okay. 24.
Okay, that's more than enough. As Roxon begins to pry open the door, there's sort of like an air pressure change as you open it. There's like a whooshing sound almost that sort of like causes a breeze to push past you. Sorry, I'm coughing. Hang on. And the air that hits you is hot. And a bit of like orangey glowing light begins to fill the cavern. As you open the door itself, it opens up to reveal a dimly lit cavern with lava flowing through open cracks on the floor. A few ancient bridges cross the gaps, and in the far side of the cavern there is a large pile of gold and treasure which just lies loosely by like an old altar. There's these vents built into the actual floor itself of the cavern, which are like stalagmites, which are leaking clouds of dark sulfur into the air, which creates a smog in the area around them before they rise through cracks in the ceiling. This is where the smell was coming from when you were descending. Let me show you the cave. Currently, it seems empty.
Does it have vibes like the lava cave that we were in before when we got the sword? Similar vibes because it's Mistrin, right?
Wait, what? In the Frostly Peaks?
Like where we are now.
What kind of vibes do you mean there?
You know when we went and got the sword with Pietro, and it was Mistrin
Right.
lava. Is it similar like architecture stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would point that out to everyone.
This place
Who's
must
Pietro?
be thousands of years old.
Are there any large entrances into here?
You notice that the far side of the cavern, there is another door, and then there's a whole bunch of quite large tunnels that mostly have lava flowing through them. And then there's like there's in the far side of the cavern, the roof sort of opens up, and there's like larger holes in the ceiling that maybe dragons could squeeze through.
Okay. Well,
I don't like this place at all.
Something doesn't feel right.
Belinda, I don't suppose you can smell if they've been here, or if they're nearby.
She stops for a moment. It is strange. I do smell the stench of dragons, but there's another stench here that I can't quite make out.
Oh no. Can I make out?
Unfortunately, not.
Stench of what?
It smells like it doesn't smell like a living thing. It smells like something to do with the cave itself.
Bad Brad. And there's dragon. Maybe they're here. Phew. No.
As you sort of approach and begin to take in the cavern, you hear a voice echoing off the walls. Unseen, it's quite hard to really place where it's coming from, as it's echoing all across the stalagmites and stalactites. It seems to be all around you, and also at the back of your mind, as if there's some sort of magical presence to it as well. So you arrive to confront us. You are lucky to have the home advantage before, but now you are in our domain. The voice is Talendal's, more controlled and less strained this time. He's clearly rested now, while before he was weary from attacking the city and for flying for so long.
They're confident. Hopefully
Hero
that's...
shouts back, well, and here I was expecting a fair fight. So much for your request for a one-on-one.
If you wish to be slain, then I will slay you gladly. But small help will that be to your kin that you left behind when you betrayed us, librarian. No heed did you pay to the cries of your brothers who fell deep into that tempest, their souls wrapped into the heart of the storm. Will you also deny the blood of their bond?
I know not what you speak of, but I will not fall lightly on your words.
Nay, you are valiant, librarian, but you are not stupid. You would not throw your life away now that you have been granted a second chance. a chance for redemption. To join with us, and once again give dragonkind the righteous vengeance we deserve. For mortals have ruled this land for far too long, unguarded, and none the wiser.
What you stand for is Nexa. You don't have any dreams of order and purpose. Simply a cult.
The cavern shakes as Talendal laughs. See now! I offer you your freedom. The blood of my eldest brother was gladly the price I'd pay to be rid of this madness too. This civil strife, this bloodying of ties, it only serves to hasten our downfall, to reduce us to the ashes of history. Join with me, and we can defeat Naxos together.
Oh, I didn't take you as the conniving type. Unfortunately, I've already thrown my lot into some very good friends. I don't have time for people who fall back on their allies as soon as things look a little tough.
The cavern shakes once more as you notice that a few a few rocks seem to scatter from the ceiling, and as you look up, there's nothing there. However, you have a feeling that he may have magically, in the far distance, made himself invisible. It's out of your range, by the way, Scrimshaw, so you are unable to currently see him for who he is, but he says, I see it now. You search for someone. I see it in your eyes. You've lost much, but the knowledge of what truly happened that day has still not reached you. If you continue on this path, you may never learn.
Better than to try and fail than to not try. I have a duty to the people that you were supposed to protect, and although I may have faltered, I am here now, and I seek to restore the balance and to fulfill my duty. Can you say the same?
Madness! Again, the cavern shakes, and the lava begins to bubble as clouds of sulfur shoot up into the air.
Does this sorry.
Go ahead.
Do these words seem to be angering him to the point where we can kind of like, almost like more than before, get a bit of a read of kind of roughly where he might be?
Make a perception check. It's hard to tell. His voice seems... He seems to have a connection with this place. A magical connection. Through maybe the blood of his brother who used to live here, and this was his tomb. Not tomb. his cave. But as it is... It's very difficult to place exactly where he might be. He seems to be moving around quite a lot, hiding himself from you. And even if you could tell where he was, Kairos does not seem to be anywhere nearby.
Curious that you're willing to turn on Naxos when your fellow dragon is in the room with you.
There's a silence. He doesn't reply.
Oh, giving up so easily. I didn't take you as the coward. He returns to the party. Kind of gives him a kind of look, like confusion. Doesn't want to say anything. But the dragon doesn't hear.
Rokon says, "What is this? Where is he?"
Oh, now, Rokon. He kind of like holds his hammer out. Almost like stop him running past. Maybe triggering something. You must do this slowly. Dragons are formidable creatures. Do us good service not to underestimate them.
I say we advance and spread out.
And as we do, can like You need to check closely. There could be all sorts of number of trapped things around here. Can I let you?
Yeah, so if you want to start approaching slowly, Melindra's going to lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Melindra, as she begins to enter into the actual cave system, she grows and goes to her dragon form. Her wings begin to sprout from her back as she keels over, and her scales begin to grow in size and cover her body, and her clothes disappear. Rokon's like, what the? And Melindra takes a step onto the bridge. It is ancient, but I think it will hold.
Famous last words.
I can fly.
I can't.
Alright. Well, yeah, Melindra hops over, flaps her wings, and lands in the center. And as she gets near the this cloud of sulfur which is emanating from this hole, she says, "Ugh, this is corrosive. Let's just be careful."
Is that like the black bits, or?
No, it's like this blue haze.
Right.
Rokon gets his axe out and says, "This is madness. Let's go." And just begins to walk up to the treasure hoard.
No, Rokon. Can like try and do like a persuasion check? To tell him to
Yeah,
stop?
what are you gonna say?
Rokon, stop, or otherwise we'll get us all killed.
Alright, make a persuasion check. He stops in his place and says, "Come out and fight us!"
Can I ask you, please, to move back a bit closer? Down like that, you're gonna get yourself killed. Look at your wife.
As he walks back into the cloud, he starts coughing and stumbles back and says, "Ugh! What is that?" And it looks like it's hurt him.
Here it comes. Does he look that hurt by it?
Not super hurt.
Oh, shit. Sorry,
Just it's just did a bit of damage to him. Talendal says, you hear the echoing again, and you hear, "It's your last chance." No? Ugh. Very well. Alright, everyone stop where you are. Hang on, let me just sort this out.
Dungeons and Dragons.
You begin to hear a shaking as a stalagmite begins to wobble to the north of you and falls into the lava. And as it falls into the lava, all the lava begins to bubble and pop as the lava itself seems to sort of almost twist and turn and almost comes alive. You all watch as rising out of the lava are a bunch of fire elementals, which have clearly been set off almost around you.
Oh no! Why?
Let's go to a break, shall we?
Oh god!
Alright, I'll transition the stream. Okay, see you shortly.
Welcome back. So, just before the break, the party entered Athanax's cave, the dead dragon whose horde has now been taken over by Talendal. Talendal, seemingly wanting power for himself and trying to rope Gira and the group into helping him. However, Talendal is not a very nice person, so Gira refused his generous offer to work with him. However, you seem to have stumbled into a bit of a trap. So let's just get going, shall we? So we've all rolled initiative, have we?
I think so.
The fire elementals are going first, really, it seems. So, as the fire elementals, the whirling just rage of fire that shoots up.
Rokon hasn't rolled.
How dare you, Rokon?
Teacher Rokon hasn't rolled.
Too busy juggling.
Too busy juggling his axes to fight the dragon.
Sorry! Right. Well, the fire elementals, the ones who aren't the other ones, begin. So they're going to rush up. And it's going to make a touch attack on Gira. To begin. First one, 24 to hit, Gira.
Yep.
Sorry, hang on, just bear with me. The sheet isn't working properly. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that's 17 fire damage.
Yep.
And you set on fire as your clothes immediately begin to burn. I'll just put a red blob on you, just so you remember that.
And can the elemental make a dex save, please?
It sure can. That is a 6.
That is a fail. So it takes 2 lightning damage. Snake eyes.
Okay.
And it gets knocked back. How many feet? 10 feet away.
Okay. And then it's going to move up again.
Very rude.
It's going to attack Scrimshaw this time.
Okay.
With his second attack. That's a 30. Oh, wow.
That will surprisingly hit.
Alright, 16 fire damage.
Oof.
And you also catch on fire.
Okay.
Alright. This one's going to come over to Roxanne. And make 2 attacks on Roxanne, 27 and 33.
Those will both hit.
That's 13 fire damage and 22 fire damage.
Okay, so that's 35 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Roxanne is on fire. And then this one's going to come over to Chinook.
Yay!
And you are going to be touched twice by it. There's a 30 and 29.
Surprisingly, those hit.
Yeah, they're actually rolling pretty well. That's 12 fire damage and 19 fire damage.
Okay, so 31.
Yep. Alright, and that's it for them. Scrimshaw. Immediately noticing that this was pre-planned by Talendal. What do you want to do?
I would like to cast Spirit Shroud.
Okay.
And that is going to bolster my attacks, which I shall then make on the fire elemental in front of me.
Cool. So you are concentrating.
Let's just put the right things on. Spirit Shroud, and then Avenger. 28 to hit.
That hits.
24 damage.
Okay.
Assuming they are not resistant to necrotic or radiant.
No.
Okay, second attack. 27 to hit. For
Okay.
another 35 damage.
35. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. Also, actually, sorry, at the start of your turn, you take 5 fire damage as well.
Okay. Is it an action
being
to put that out?
Yeah, you need to take an action to douse the fire.
Okay, won't bother. I mean,
tank.
obviously can't, but yeah.
Just tank it. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. It's Talendal's turn.
Maybe just step next to Gira.
Okay, so Talendal is currently concentrating. Oh, hang on. Oh, for fuck's sake. All the spells have gone funny. Alright, so... he doesn't do anything this turn. Yeah. He just waits, and sort of you hear a laugh in the far distance. Now you enter the domain of dragons. Mona.
I'm gonna go over to where Chinook is and help him fight that one there.
It's dim light pretty much everywhere here, except for directly around the fire elementals.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna shadow step over to here and then move over here. And I'm gonna hit it twice. 27? Oh, 20. Yeah, it's 27. I almost said 20 was advantage, but it's not.
27 hits.
Yeah, okay, and that's 8 bludgeoning damage with 2 frost damage. Does the frost damage seem to do any extra or less?
It seems to do the same amount of damage.
Very cool. And then I'm gonna hit again. Was a 15 hit.
15. That does hit, actually.
Oh, okay. And that's 14 damage. Yeah, and that's my turn.
Cool. All right, Roxanne.
Okay, Roxanne would like to rage.
He's a rager.
I believe he takes some damage as well, right?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah. 5 fire damage.
Okay. He is going to... He is going to take the opportunity attack and just run over to here.
Sure. That is a 17 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
He has 18 AC. He is going to just make his attacks recklessly with Great Weapons Master against the Fire Elemental.
Okay.
So 22 to hit.
22?
Yep.
Okay.
And that is 22 damage as well. Second attack.
Yeah, sorry, I thought, yeah. For some reason I put 22 anyways. So. Cool.
Yeah, then another 22 to hit and 31 points of damage.
31. Yeah, this fire elemental is looking hurt.
Alright, and that will be it for him.
Okay. It is the Myrmidon's turn. Rising out of the lava as well. This one's going to come over to Rokon.
The Myrmidons, Turnodons.
Myrmidons, Turnodons. Attack Rokon 3 times. So that's 3 hits. And then also he takes extra damage because. And then okay, if Rokon, like, after that, is looking really hurt.
Oh, Rokon.
Well, he's not looking really hurt, he's just looking hurt. But that did about half his health, I think. Right, this Myrmidon is going to come over to Scrimshaw. That's going to miss. Natural 20 and 25 to hit.
Only the natural 20 will hit.
Okay, so
but I will use a lucky point to make it re-roll.
Okay. Let me just re-roll that. That's the 30.
That'll hit.
Yeah, okay. So that's 19 slashing damage. No, sorry, 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I did the natural 20. Yeah, 13 slashing damage and 5 fire damage.
Okay.
This one's going to come over to Morna. It's going to attack Morna 3 times. That's a 20 to hit, natural 1, and a natural 20.
Yeah, 2 hits.
Okay, so that's 10 slashing damage on the first one.
Okay, it takes 25 cold damage from my amulet of striking frost.
Cool.
I remember.
You remembered, hey! And then 15 slashing damage on the second attack.
Okay.
And then you take 10 fire damage in total from those 2 attacks as well.
Okay.
So that should be 45 in total, right? Is that right? I don't know. Right, okay, and then this last one is going to come over to Roxon. Attack Roxon 3 times.
Okay.
25, 29, and 26.
Those will all hit.
Alright, so 14 slashing damage, half to 7.
Okay.
12 slashing damage, half to 6.
Okay.
And 11, half to 5.
Okay.
And then 15 fire damage on top of all that for the 3 hits.
Okay.
Okay. Is that all the Myrmidons? That is, isn't it? Yeah, alright, Gira.
I think Gira's going to drop a banishment on Rokon's Myrmidon.
Okay.
I'm hoping banishment because they're fire elementals, they're from a different plane, I would assume. So we'll see what happens.
Alright, okay. So is that a charisma saving throw?
That is correct.
That's a 2. So this Myrmidon vanishes. Bomb. And you are concentrating.
Yeah. That's correct. And then I don't know because I have Warcaster. I think we'll hold there.
Mm-hmm.
That was my action. So.
Okay.
We'll just kind of ready the blow that's inevitably going to come from the elemental.
Sure. Okay. Shunak.
Well,
You are currently quite surrounded there.
yeah, I can't really leave. Oh, I take 5 fire damage, right?
Oh yeah, 5.
yeah, I
Oh yeah,
see
sorry.
that as well.
Yeah, Gira. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to remind me of that because I will forget because there's so much stuff going on. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, 5 fire damage because you are on fire.
The axe juggling is a metaphor.
Yeah, like literally, I'm juggling so much.
Can I? I'm going to bonus action inspire Roxon.
Okay. Is that a D10 or D12?
It's a D10 now, I believe.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, D10. And because I really don't like the situation I'm in right now, I'm gonna disengage and run behind the dragon.
Okay. Probably a wise move.
I am fucking squishy.
Okay. So you
I'm
use your
dead
action to
now.
disengage, and you hide behind Melindra, who says, "Come on, elf, get behind me."
I'm a half elf for sure.
Are you? I thought you were an elf all this time.
You racist.
I'm only half racist.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Alright, Rokon hard fists. As he turns to face the Myrmidon and slashes at it, it vanishes in front of him, and he says, "Ah, my first victory!"
Aw, it's so wholesome. I love him.
This is exactly what I thought would happen. Right. He's just gonna run over here and attack this one. He's gonna attack this one 3 times. Oh
a
my
lot of
god!
attack.
2 natural 20s!
Oh god, oh god.
Nice.
And he misses his 3rd attack. But yeah, bolstered by that like inspiration of thinking he just completely murdered that other one. He's running up to this other Myrmidon. That's a lot of damage, actually. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, he did like 60 damage in those 2 attacks. Fuck! Rokon hard fists! Yeah.
Oh no.
It's happening. Okay. Well, Rokon, yeah, attacks. Right, it's Kairos' turn.
Kairos Melindra.
No, it is Kairos' turn.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Kairos is
No.
also invisible. You hear like a rumbling as you hear behind you another stalagmite drop into the water, into the lava near you, Gira and Scrimshaw. Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please? As a splash of lava shoots out over you two.
Can I expend my charge to allow on my hammer to allow Grimshaw to have advantage or reroll?
Yeah, yeah. You did start saying it before Scrimshaw
Yeah.
rolled. So that's
Okay. 50. How fast does it look like I need to evade this?
Sorry.
How quickly does it look like I need to be to evade this?
Currently, I don't think that's good enough.
May I use a ring of evasion?
Yes.
Okay. I shall do that then.
18?
18. That's fine. So you take 6 lava damage, fire damage.
Sorry, 8. What did you say?
6.
Okay. Maybe it wasn't worth the ring of evasion. But
Yeah.
now I know.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Well. What? So the ring of evasion. What does that do again?
Auto succeed.
Cool. Okay. So you take 6 as well.
Cool. Yeah, I've taken it.
Okay. Cool. All right. Right. It's Melindra's turn. Melindra shouts. Hang on. Clearly, Melindra just took a big lungful of sulfur gas. She says, "Drop that invisibility and face us like honorable foes."
Can you please not call them out while I'm right behind you, please?
But she's gonna just leap over this cloud and jump in front of this one, and she's just gonna slash at it, bite and claw. Oh, that's actually she hits with a natural 1. Lol. Okay.
Dragons.
Natural 1 auto misses.
Yeah, that's true. So that does miss. But she would have hit. She just doesn't. She basically just needs to get anything but a natural 1.
Right.
But yeah, so she slashes at it a few times. Does miss because a bit of sulfur gets in her eyes, but she lands and does a bit of damage to it. Right, top of the round. Layer actions. You are in the dragon's lair. Pools of lava within 120 feet surge outward in a grasping tide. Any creature on the ground within 20 feet of such a pool must succeed on a strength saving throw.
Oh no.
I think that's all of us, right?
Yeah.
It's not so much a pool of lava, it's everywhere.
Ooh, oh my god, I didn't get a terrible roll.
Rokon succeeds. Melindra succeeds.
Well, Scrimshaw got a 10.
Okay, it doesn't pull you into the lava, but it does. They're sort of like hand-like appendages come out and grab you on your ankles. Right. Okay. So who's so Scrimshaw, Roxon succeeds, Morna succeeds, and everyone else fails. It seems. So you take 12 fire damage.
Okay.
As these sort of like as the lava surges outwards.
Do we take people who pass?
You don't take anything.
Okay. Bless you.
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
you
Wait,
feel
do I need to do a con save on that?
it's a strength save.
No, for the concentration.
Oh yes, if you're concentrating, yes. So that's you as well, Scrimshaw.
And I don't have.
I have +9, so
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do this, and if I fail, I'm gonna use Wild Surge. Wait, I don't...
Sure. Oh, that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, that's more than enough. All right. Is that everyone then? Yeah, everyone's taking the damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Fire Elemental's turn. This Fire Elemental is going to attack Melindra. That's a 26 and a... Yeah, that hits. Is Melindra resistant to fire? No, she isn't. Alright, Melindra is also on fire. Somehow. She's not wearing any clothes, but she's on fire. Alright, this fire elemental is going to attack Roxon once and Morna once.
disadvantage on Morna.
Yeah. 22 on Morna. 30
Can
on
I
Roxon.
reaction cutting words?
Sure.
So that needs to subtract a d10 from its roll.
Okay, roll a d10.
1d10. 9.
Okay, so that's gonna miss, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so but that hits Roxon with a 30.
Yep.
So Roxon takes 16 fire damage.
Okay.
And then this fire elemental that's near you and Gira is going to attack you once, and it's going to attack Gira once.
Okay.
That's a 19 on you, Scrimshaw,
Miss.
and a 20 on Gira. That's 25 damage, that's quite a lot.
Oh, can Roxon also Sentinel attack, please?
Yeah.
Okay, but can't Reckless or anything. But can Great Weapons Master, I believe?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an 11 to hit.
Nah, that does not hit, I'm afraid.
Okay.
To roll a con save with advantage now for the forecaster.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you took 20, so that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
if it's
well,
20.
oh, yeah.
All good?
Yeah.
Sorry, can you just explain that? Sorry. So, is it half the damage to save?
Yeah, it's either half the damage or 10, whichever is higher.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So if you have +9 to con saves, then you don't have to make them unless you take more than, 22 or higher damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that part, the or 10 part
Hmm.
confused me for a second. But you took the damage, right?
I have.
Yeah, cool. And that's the elementals. Scrimshaw.
Okay, just gonna attack the regular elemental that we've worn down a bit so far. Though, I am first going to put my Hexblade's Curse on it, as I can move that around now. I don't just have to put it on one thing per rest.
Yep.
Okay, got everything on, and Avenger, 28.
28 hits.
It's 35 damage.
Okay, it's looking at her.
Second attack, 29.
Yep.
And 35 damage.
Okay, your second strike slashes deep within the heart of the fire. It wisps away, leaving just but a cloud of smoke behind as you slash deep within it.
Okay, and I'm going to move round to here.
Okay.
And that is it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, move my Hexblade's Curse onto this Myrmidon.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Okay. So, Talendal's turn. Talendal says, "Are you ready to surrender yet? Again, you can join with me." and he is going to cast Feeble Mind on Melindra.
Does this reveal him?
No, he's casted Greater Invisibility.
Well, damn.
Yeah, and Feeble Mind is not a concentration spell. That is right, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm just gonna be 20 seconds. Sorry.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that is right. What does Melindra need to make? An intelligence
Save, I believe.
Oh,
Yep.
Melindra fails.
Does she have legendary resists?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh no.
Nice. Melindra's mind begins to disappear. Takes a bit of damage.
Good job she ain't a spellcaster.
Yeah, and her intelligence and charisma scores become 1. And she can't communicate with you in any meaningful fashion. She becomes a pure primal dragon, only knowing that she must fight for her friends. So I'm just going to put... What should I put on there? I'll just put that on there, just so I remember. Alright, Morna.
Is it left and right of me? Which one's looking the most hurt?
They're actually both looking pretty hurt.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go for the one to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like that's more likely to be killed the next turn with the other guy. Okay, right. I'll go attack. Oh yeah, go crit.
Nice.
Means get my extra attack. Okay, so that is
Oh, did you take Scrimshaw, by the way? Did you take the 5 fire damage when it was your turn?
My apologies, I did not.
Okay, cool.
16 damage on the crit, and then this is the extra attack that I get because of the crit, which is also 16.
Okay, well, your second attack finishes this one off. He dies.
Okay.
It vanishes.
Okay,
It was the one on the left.
Oh, was it the one on the left? Sorry.
yeah.
And it was how much for the second one? 16.
16 again.
Okay,
Ooh.
that one is still alive, unfortunately.
Alright, well, I'm gonna hit it with my second attack.
Okay.
Is 10 damage.
Ooh. It's just holding on.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then another 10 damage.
Yeah, it is dead. Finally.
Okay, and then I'm not gonna use key, so yeah, that's me. That's my turn.
Okay. Cool. Right, it's Roxanne's turn.
Okay, take 5 fire damage. And smacky smack on the one below it. The one below it. Him.
Mm-hmm.
He may not be here right now, but that doesn't make him not a person. Okay, that's a 25 to hit for 30 damage.
30 damage. That kills it in one shot. Bam!
Alright.
Roxanne brings his axe down. Giant Slayer.
Okay, swing round and with his bonus action, make his Great Weapons Master extra attack, which is a natural 20
Oh, yeah.
for that, plus 13, ignore the other 13, so that is 26 plus
I got it, yeah.
16 for 42.
Yeah, I did it.
Cool. And then his regular second attack is a 25 for another 29 damage.
Okay. Yeah, this one had taken no damage, but now it's looking up. Yeah,
Okay.
Roxanne wailing away.
Alright, I think that's it for him.
Okay. Alright, this fire elemental myrmidon that is near you, Scrimshaw. You are leading it away from Gira. It is focused on you.
Okay.
It's going to make 3 attacks. 22,
Miss.
33,
Hit.
33.
Hit.
Okay, so that's 9 slashing damage and 12 slashing damage,
Okay.
and 10 fire damage on top of that.
Okay.
Oof.
Alright.
And then this other one is going to attack Roxon twice.
Okay.
20 to hit,
Hit.
10 slashing damage.
Half to 5.
Yeah, 32 as well to hit.
Hits.
14 slashing damage, half to 7.
Okay.
And then 10 fire damage on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah, these things hit like a truck.
Yes, this is adding up.
Mhm. Right, Gira, take 5 fire damage on the start of your turn.
Okay, so Gira is going to move to here. He's going to use his action to pat out the fire, and then he's going to use his bonus action to cast a healing word on Scrimshaw. Up-leveled, to level 3.
What's the range on that?
60.
60, okay, cool.
Those miles
Mhm.
So that's 15 healing on Scrimshaw, and I will end my turn. Actually, wait, 5, 10, 15. Let me back another one,
Mhm.
and then I get my turn.
Cool. I've added that.
Alright. Chinook.
Okay. So, I'm going to toss out a Mass Cure Wounds radiating from here, so that should get everyone. How hurt is Melindra looking? Because it only allows me to get 6.
She's not looking that hurt. She's only taken a little bit of damage.
Okay, so that'll be everyone besides Melindra then. Mass Cure Wounds. So everyone gets 19 healing back.
Is that Rokon as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel rejuvenated!
Nice.
And does that
What is this
put
feeling?
that doesn't put out the fire at all, does it?
No,
Or-
unfortunately not.
Damn. Oh well. Oh, I also need to take the fire.
Oh yeah, take the 5 fire damage.
There we go. And bonus action, inspire Scrimshaw.
Cool.
Ooh, you have been inspired.
And that ends my turn.
Cool. Right, Rokon Hard Fists. Seeing that another one of his quarries has been slain, he turns and rushes up to this one. Uh, 2 hits. 16. And 9.
I don't badly up.
Do you not have Bardley?
No, I've got it.
But we've been listening to some banging tunes that are
Wait, no.
copyrighted. In the next campaign, they will not be copyrighted because they'll be mine. All right. Well, Rokon Hard Fists slashes at the fire elemental. However, he does not manage to kill it. He does not do as successfully as he did last turn. However, it is now Kairos' turn. Kairos is not greater invisibled. So when Kairos lands before you, Scrimshaw, and slashes, he becomes seeable.
All right.
Actually, fuck it. He's going to do a lightning breath.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, lightning breath. Can you dodge for me, please? Dexterity saving throw.
I can try. I'm gonna ring of evasion.
Okay. So in that case, you take 33 lightning damage.
Okay.
Holy shit!
And
He's-
Kairos, yeah, Kairos isn't saying anything now. He seems to be maybe under some sort of spell. Perhaps he stood against Talendal for his true plans, and Talendal overtook his mind. However, Kairos is currently fighting you. So
Is that something we all feel like?
that's something that Scrimshaw notices because Kairos is right next to him.
Okay.
But it'll become obvious as the fight goes on. Alright, Melindra, noticing that Scrimshaw is under attack, is going to... Melindra takes 5 damage first. Is going to take the opportunity attack. Because she's just going to rush to save her friend. And she's going to slash at Kairos.
Did it do damage?
Sorry?
Did the opportunity attack do damage?
Yes, it did.
Roxon is going to reduce it using
Oh.
Spirit Shield by 16.
By 16. Alright, so she only takes 2 then. And then, yeah, she's going to... you know what? She's going to Lightning Breath. Actually, no, she's not going to Lightning Breath Kairos. Even though she is dumb, she does know that Kairos is going to survive that. Right, well, natural 20 on her bite against Kairos.
Nice.
And then 14, which misses on the slash, and 23, so that's another 11. Okay, well, Melindra. Yeah, you notice that Melindra is currently not doing so well in terms of her mental fortitude, but she is still fighting. So. Alright, well, it is top of the round, which means Slayer actions. Magical darkness spreads from a point of a dragon chooses within 60 feet of it, filling a 15-foot radius sphere. Where is that going to be? It's going to be here. Let me just draw.
Be on Scrimshaw, right?
No,
Right?
it's
Right?
no.
Because he can see through, I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah.
Here. So... That's not how you do a circle. Fuck it. That's good enough. I'm just gonna draw like the center so we know where the center's there. So yeah, so 15 foot around that circle is in darkness. So Roxon and Morna suddenly it is magical darkness around you. Morna, you can see through that, right?
Yeah, blind sight up to 10 foot.
Cool. Roxon, however, cannot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. Right, fire elementals. This one is the only one that's left. And is going to attack Rokon twice. That's 26 and 34 to hit. 13 fire damage. And Rokon sets on fire. And 18 fire damage. Right, Rokon is looking a bit hurt. But he revels in the pain.
Ooh, well.
Yeah, a bit of a masochist, yeah. Alright, Scrimshaw.
Okay, how is this Myrmidon looking? Is that
This one actually hasn't been hit at all by any of
has
you.
been hit. Okay.
But you take 5 fire damage at the start of your turn.
That is true. Slightly regretting putting my hex on that one now. The Hexblade's Curse. So I need to finish it off to get it off that, to get it onto the other thing. I am going to... Do I screw the plan? He's here now. The other guy isn't. But the other guy can still disintegrate the thing without coming out of his invisibility. we need to finish off the little guys. I'm gonna attack the Myrmidon.
Okay. Yeah, they do.
That's such a complex thought process.
Strategy. What is strategy?
Okay.
A day in the life of Richard's mind.
So 29 on the first hit and 33 on the second.
Okay. Yeah, slashing at it is looking hurt.
Okay, that is it for me.
Okay. This is the thing. These ones you can like, if you focus them down, they do die quite quickly. But
Yeah.
if you fuck tons of damage.
Yeah, so they are worth killing.
Yeah. Okay, is that your turn then?
Yep, that's it for me.
Okay, it's Talendal's turn. You hear a sigh sort of course through the cave. Well, if you're not going to surrender, then die. And Scrimshaw, you suddenly feel a coursing negative energy sear through you. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
I can sure try. 26.
Okay, that passes. So you take what's half of that?
104 damage. Richard.
That's 29 necrotic damage.
Oof. I'm not doing too great, guys.
You recognize that as a finger of death.
Ooh. Spicy.
It's spicy.
Does it drop his invisibility?
No, because he has greater invisibility on. So as long as he's concentrating, it does not go. But that's Talendal's turn. Morna.
That could have very easily killed Richard forever.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. If he didn't save that, yeah, Scrimshaw would have died there.
I'm gonna move to here
Right.
Crikey.
and attack.
Okay. Ooh, that does not hit. That second one does not hit either. These
Okay.
ones are more armored, unfortunately.
Does it look like it's close to being dead?
It's looking hurt.
Okay, I was going to key point and do another attack.
Oh, that also misses. All right, 22 does hit. So 15.
Yeah, and then the first attack as well.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, that's 17. Oh yeah, no, I already did that. Yeah, that's fine.
And Scrimshaw not see through great invisibility.
If it becomes within a certain distance of him.
Ah.
However, this map is fairly large, and Talendal has not. Actually, I am keeping track of that. Talendal doesn't even know of Scrimshaw's abilities in that way. It's just that he just hasn't come close to Scrimshaw at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
like waiting for my cue to silence him. Like, where is he?
where is he? All right. Is that your turn then?
Yeah.
Okay. Roxon.
Oh, that's me.
5 fire damage.
True. Can the elementals see through the darkness?
They do have blind sight, yes, within 5 feet.
Okay, going to recklessly attack then, which will be a standard attack on the Myrmidon, which presumably he still knows is there. Probably feel it.
Yeah, he can feel the heat surging off it probably.
Okay, so just regular attacks. 16.
16 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, gonna take off Great Weapons Master. In that case, and that's 23.
23 does hit.
And that's 20 damage.
Okay, it is still alive.
Oh,
Still alive. Very,
Okay.
very injured, however.
Can you not do a bonus action?
no, only got that last turn because he killed something.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that'll be it for him, I guess.
This is the lowest Scrimshaw's been in a long time. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing.
Wow.
Normally, things attack him and they miss.
Yeah. No, these are some heavy hitters. All right. Well, it's the Myrmidon's turn. So it's gonna make 3 scimitar attacks on Scrimshaw.
Okay.
That's a 19,
Miss.
26.
I'm going to shield.
Okay. Natural 20, 35.
Lucky.
Okay.
Just throwing the
That's a 20 to hit. So that
Miss.
misses. Okay. So that's 3 misses then, and you've used your action for this time.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you haven't used your action since Kairos. So, okay, so Gira.
Gira's turn's gonna be.
Oh no, sorry, hang on. Sorry, it's the other Myrmidon's turn. Sorry. Right, it's going to attack. It's just going to attack Roxon 3 times. Natural 1, natural 20 again, and 19.
19 hits.
Okay, so that's 13 slashing damage on the natural 20.
Okay, I'm going to use Stone's Endurance.
Okay, what does that? I don't even know what that does.
Reduces the damage by 11.
Okay, so that's going to be nothing because it was halved. And then the second
Including the fire on that hit as well.
Okay, cool. Alright. So in that case, it would be 6 plus 5, which is 11. So yeah, it's still nothing.
Okay, just...
And then the second attack is 13 slashing damage, half to 6 again.
Okay.
And then plus 5.
Okay.
Alright, now it's Gira's turn.
Oh, that was a noise.
It's Roxon. Disappeared.
Hi guys, sorry I'm late.
Oh.
He's here.
Hello.
Oh, what's happening? Why are all these dragons?
We're getting feisty at the moment.
You've been beating him up. Gira's gonna throw a heal out on Scrimshaw, so that's 70 points of healing for Scrimshaw.
Oh, that's a relief.
That is a relief. Holy shit.
And it clears, yeah, blindness, deafness, any diseases, but none of the above are on Scrimshaw as far as I'm aware. And that's the end of his turn.
Okay, the big guns are coming out. All right, Shunnock. So take 5 fire damage.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea what's going on at the moment, Roxanne?
I see things to hit in front of me.
Yeah,
So
that's
what I
pretty much exactly. Yeah.
You're in magical darkness at the moment, so you'll probably have to attack.
Yeah,
Just do regular attacks.
And
That's
I'm
You've
gonna
already-
throw-
I was just going to say, you've already used your Stone's Endurance, and you have a Inspiration dice.
Cool.
I'm
Alright, shut it.
going to throw out a synaptic static from here. So that's a 20-foot radius, so that should only get the Myrmidon and Kairos.
Okay.
And maybe the other guy, if he's invisible around there, who knows?
Where are you sensed it?
By here.
Okay. Unfortunately, that only hits Kairos and the Myrmidon, for all you can tell, but needs to do intelligence save. Right, it's going to use one of its legendary resistances on that. Oh, I've been forgetting to use legendary actions. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no! I will not forget from now. Right, okay, so what happens if it passes?
If it passes, it just takes half damage. If
Okay,
it
well-
fails, then its thoughts are muddled for a minute.
Alright, let me just do the Myrmidon. Myrmidon fails.
Okay, so it takes 24 psychic and it needs to roll a d6, and it subtracts the number rolled from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as its Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Just remind me of that when I'm attacking. Try and remind me because
Basically, Bane plus.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I will put a intelligence down arrow on it. Hopefully that reminds me. Is there anything else, Chinook?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Rokon slashes at the fire elemental before him. So that's 3 hits. Okay, 12 slashing damage. 12. 15. Oh, it's looking at her, but it's
good
still
to
around.
hear he is still somehow alive.
He's been doing pretty well, actually.
Dishing it out. He killed one guy in one turn. It was quite impressive.
Nice.
He hit it so hard it disappeared.
Yeah. Gira's laughing in the background. Alright, so that's that. Oh yeah, Rokon also takes 5 damage. And at the end of Rokon's turn, Kairos is going to use a legendary action to attack Scrimshaw. With a tail attack. No, that misses.
Cutting words? Oh. Shit.
Yeah, it misses anyway. Alright, Kairos. Just gonna roll a d6. Kairos begins to maneuver. Where is he gonna maneuver? Just bear with me a second. Kairos is going to just move over here. Take the attack of opportunity from Melindra. Actually, no. Oh yeah, Melindra's going to claw attack, miss. Brilliant. And you notice that Kairos begins gearing up for another lightning breath.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Scrimshaw and Roxon. Actually, Roxon, you immediately fail because you can't see this.
Scrimshaw, by the way, you do still have inspiration if you want to use it.
Does
Roxon, right?
Roxon auto fail because you can't see?
You automatically fail dexterity saves that you can't see, I think.
I'm not
I mean,
sure.
that would
Part
make
of the
sense.
blindness condition.
Oh.
I remember seeing it on my my DM screen when I used to use the DM screen a lot.
I do not recall. I've not seen that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Blinded. A blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creatures have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. It doesn't say anything about automatically failing a dex save.
I'll say it requires sight because it is like a line attack coming towards you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, alright, well, yeah. That is an unfortunate side effect of that. But, right, Scrimshaw, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Sure.
Get your D10.
Not sure is there any point using the... I'll use the D10. 16.
That fails, unfortunately.
I'm not going to bother luckying, it probably won't make a difference.
Alright, Scrimshaw and Roxon, you take 66 lightning damage as Kairos lets loose a blast of lightning energy.
Oh, I forgot I wasn't controlling Roxon.
Yeah, right, yeah. Alex is here now.
Alright.
And that's Kairos' turn. Melindra is going to rush up. Is going to attack the dragon.
My thing drops. My concentration drops on Spirit Shroud.
Yeah. Right, hang on, let me just get rid of it.
And you took a lot of damage again all of a sudden.
Yeah, where'd that heal go?
70 points just vanished.
See.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, yeah. Melindra, unfortunately, isn't very smart at the moment, so she is just gonna keep focusing on Kairos because she knows that that's a big dragon that she wants to kill.
He's got feeble mind, by the way, Alex. So that's why.
That's 25 damage. Kairos. It's Fire Elemental's turn. That Fire Elemental is looking so injured, but is still fighting Rokon.
I love how we're fighting. They're fighting dragons and myrmidons, and this guy's just having a one-on-one with really weak-looking fire elemental.
Yeah. Oh, Rokon actually is going to parry. So it doesn't get hit by that one, which is good. That would have been a bit of damage. Right, Scrimshaw. Take 5 fire damage.
Okay. Owie.
I think the fire damage is the MVP of this fight, really. Like,
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
it does add up.
Yeah, it's probably been about like 20 damage or 25 damage so far.
Okay, gonna. Oh, I guess I'm gonna. I'll cast Spirit Shroud again. Get that back up. And I shall keep hitting this Myrmidon, try and get rid of that thing. Oh, that's a 15 to hit.
Ooh, no, that misses.
Ooh, should have saved the. Should have saved that thing, the Bardic Inspiration. And a natural 1.
No.
Oh my god. I feel so bad for you right now.
Well. Do I know I'll probably regret it if I lucky that, but also I kind of want to lucky it.
It is looking bad.
Don't do
I-
it!
I mean, unless big heals are coming this way, I'm probably going down. So yeah, I'll lucky it. I want to get rid of it. Might regret it. 24.
24. That hits.
28 damage.
Alright, yeah. This one finally falters and collapses to the ground with that second chance that you got to destroy it.
Okay, I shall move my Hexblade's Curse onto Big Blue Boy.
Big blue boy. Okay. So Hexblade Curse goes on to Kairos.
And that's it for me.
I have to say, you are fighting admirably. But are you ready for this? Kairos is going to... Hang on, let me just...
Fire another breath weapon.
No, not Kairos, sorry, Talendal. Gira, you begin to hear the flapping of wings rather nearby you.
Oh no! I'm near you.
And yeah, Chinook, you hear a large rumble land just behind you
Oh fuck me!
as a big beam of acid shoots out.
No.
From that point just here, and it does hit Melindra as well. Can Gira, Chinook, and Melindra make dexterity saving throws for me, please?
I'm going to use another thing. Can I use it for myself?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Because my dex saves are pretty bad. No, it didn't help anyway. All right. How am I losing? How much health am I losing?
54 acid damage. So
54.
yeah,
Good
Does
luck
that
on
mean I
that con
take
save.
22?
yeah, you take 20. Yeah, 22. No, 28. 27.
27.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
maths is hard.
Fuck numbers.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, as Talendal lands behind you, you feel the invisible presence of the dragon. Right.
Does it sound like he's moving anywhere afterwards? Or is
No,
it just
it
staying?
sounds like he's just landed behind you, and that's it.
Okay.
Mona.
Do I need to drop another concentration thing? I don't know.
Oh yeah, you need to. Yeah,
I don't think you can make that.
I'm not sure if you can make it.
DC 27.
Oh no, and it was a Myrmidon and it's turned in 2 turns.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the Myrmidon comes back. Right where it landed. Okay. Well, this is looking like a rather dangerous encounter. Right, Mona.
I mean, I'm gonna just attack the thing in front of me. 20 to hit.
20 to
Right.
hit.
13 damage.
Okay. Yeah. It is dead.
Cool. Then I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna shout, Roxanne is dead! Just move slightly, just move 10 feet forward, and then you'll be out of the darkness!
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna attack this one.
Okay.
28.
All right. Yeah, that hits, and it vanishes as you hit it. Rokon says, "Hey, that was my one."
I'll stick out 2 fingers and run past. Oh, okay. Loser. Then I'm gonna go and join. Hold on, let me just. Yeah, I'm gonna run to. Is Melinda in the air or is she on the ground?
The Melindra's on the ground.
Can I run? I can run through her though, can't I?
Yeah, it's difficult terrain running through allies.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you can basically run wherever you like. Because
Yeah,
you're a
I'm
monk.
just go here, so I'm can still attack him, but
Mhm.
can't get it. And then I'm gonna do my base bonus action to attack.
Oh yeah, this darkness actually fades now.
Does I think 16 doesn't hit, does it?
Sorry.
16 doesn't hit, does it? The blue boy who.
No, unfortunately not. No.
Which one is the blue one?
Kairos.
Kairos. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna do another key point one. 21 to hit.
21. That does hit.
And can I do a con save as well?
Yeah. 10. It's going to use a legendary resist.
Okay, well, at least we got one of the legendary resists down.
I think that's a second.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, is that your turn then?
Yeah.
All right, Roxanne, it's your turn. This darkness has disappeared now, by the way.
I can see. Right.
Yeah,
so-
luckily you don't fall into the lava thinking that's where it's like.
Onwards
Yes,
to the
ooh,
left.
I can't even get to that.
Yeah, it's a big old battle map.
Did we all hear the dragon potentially landing south of Chinook and Gira?
Over the din of battle, no, not just from passive perception.
Would we have seen the acid stream?
You would have seen that. You can assume it came from behind Chinook.
I guess I will go here. Just in case.
Yeah.
And I will just throw a javelin at that one. As
Okay.
just something to pass the time.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne's like hobbies involve throwing javelins at monsters.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, that does hit, yeah, so that's 11. You do seem to get its attention, so luckily, on its turn, it is not going to immediately throw everything at Agira.
Delightful.
Right, so 2 attacks on Roxanne and 1 attack on Gira. It's a 30 to hit and a 20 to hit, Roxanne.
30. They both will hit.
Okay, so that's 9 slashing damage half to 4,
Mhm.
and 14 slashing damage half to 7. And you also take 10 fire damage. And you also take 5 fire damage because you're already on fire.
Is that on Roxanne's turn?
That was at the start of Roxanne's turn. Yeah, right, but
All right. Oh, it didn't happen.
it didn't happen,
Okay.
so I forgot.
Well,
Yeah.
at least he has disadvantage on Gira.
Yeah, and then 1 on Gira with,
Yep.
with disadvantage. 29 to hit.
Yeah.
At least he has resistance.
It was a natural 20 without, so
Yeah. Alright,
so that's 9 slashing damage,
Half to 4.
half to 4, and 5 fire damage,
Half to 2.
Oh yeah, because I've got,
half to 2.
and because I've got the I've got the thing again now. Okay, fine.
You're not on fire anymore.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright, that's
No,
fine.
it just does fire damage every time it hits.
Okay.
So, but it was 2 fire damage, not 5.
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay, cool. Right, well, it's your turn, Gira.
What a tough situation. Because I was thinking last turn that I'd kind of stand in the middle and upcast heal Scrimshaw, but I don't think that's a great idea now, especially with the big boy potentially in the bottom. Right, I'm gonna do a mass cure wounds of 5, and I'm gonna get everyone. Morna I won't go for. I'll go for
Yeah, that's fair.
Melinda and everyone else.
Mhm.
So that'll be
But I'm missing a
20.
whole 12 HP.
21 for everyone.
That is over double what I had.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to
Is that on Rokon as well?
yeah, so it's everyone pretty much other than Morna.
Cool.
Is in
Okay, and Melindra, cool.
and Melinda, yeah. And then for bonus action, what am I gonna do? Cry. No, I think that's it. I'm not gonna move out from where I'm standing.
Okay. Alright, Shinnock.
Right. This guy landed right behind me.
Sorry, 5 fire damage to start with.
Oh yeah. This guy landed right behind me. He spewed acid in my direction. But I now have an approximate location of where he is.
You do.
And so I'm just going to open it up with as much hurt as I can possibly muster, and I'm gonna throw out an 8th level synaptic static at here.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, here come the pain, bitch!
Is that
Oh,
intelligence?
sorry, that was that shouldn't have gone through at that
roll
level.
it, roll it again.
Okay, hang on.
He got a natural
Synaptic
1
static.
on
But
it.
I don't know why it's going at that level. I'm
Just
just
roll the
clicking
extra
on it.
dice. Just roll the extra dice.
okay. So it's an extra. It's an extra D8 per level. Oh wait, no. Hang on. I don't think you can increase the damage of synaptic static per level.
Oh, maybe you can't. Yeah, no, you can't upcast it. Do you want to do something else instead? I'll allow it if you want to do something else instead.
8th level fireball then.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
You remember this shit?
Like, oh, no.
Okay. He is going to use one of his legendary resists because he did fail miserably. So, how much is that in total?
Does he have to do a con save as well for rage invisibility?
Well, he's going to do that next.
Yeah.
After I know how much damage he takes.
Oh no, I just wondered if it could get, I don't know.
Oh yeah, no,
spells,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He is concentrating on it. So that is 38 half to 19. Is that right?
37.5 to 18.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, and then he
Um,
needs to do a con save.
Yep. And I'm going to just call out, "Show yourself, you pathetic worm!" as I do so.
So you get
Ooh, he fails the con save actually.
Hey, that's
He's-
what I wanted.
Yeah, he's not gonna use. He can't use the legend. I'll say he can't use the legendary resistance for it. So Talendal, the greater invisibility drops, and before you stands the proud, the imposing figure.
Can I use a bonus action to spit in his face?
Sure.
I do so.
Acid begins to bubble at his mouth. Ah, you
Yeah.
fool.
Does a bit more when he spits in your face.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is that your turn then, Chinook?
You know what? I'm also going to bonus action inspire Roxon again.
what, you bonus action spat in his face.
Oh wait, yeah, yeah.
No, it's I'd say spitting is a free action.
Spitting is a.
That's
There we
fine
go.
now.
Damn it, I know, but I didn't know that.
Can you,
God.
can you have two bardic inspirations at the same time?
Oh, if you already have it, then I don't bother.
Yeah, he already has one.
Okay.
You can inspire Gira maybe. You want to inspire someone?
Nah.
Okay, fair. Fine. Right. Well, at the end of your turn, Talendal is going to use a legendary action to tail attack on you, Chinook. So 27 to
Cutting
hit.
word.
Cutting words.
Oh,
Is that
wait.
on it if it's on its turn?
Cutting words is a reaction, and it enables. Wait a second. Hang on.
I'll
Cutting
allow it.
word.
It's fine. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Use cutting words.
Slash R1d10.
Does
Ah.
a 22 hit?
Yeah, 22 still hits.
Okay, so that's 16 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As Talendal whips around after being spat on.
Worth it!
What's this 4d6? What's that?
Yes, reducing it by 16.
Oh, right, okay. So you don't actually take any damage then, Chinook.
Wait, how much damage did he do originally?
16.
Okay.
So it got reduced by 16, so just
So they
I,
take 16 damage as well. The dragon,
Oh
Really?
yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, cool.
as it's psychic. No, it's force damage.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Ah, backfired, bitch!
Ow! Alright, well, Rokon. Rokon is now aimless. Oh no, he spots another quarry. He's gonna. Another one!
I love this guy.
He's like playing whack-a-mole over here with natural 20! Holy shit. Holy shit. He does a lot of damage. Because if he has over half his HP, he does more damage, so...
Yeah, champion.
He is.
Ah, that's why he's been getting the crits.
Alright, well, Rokon Hardfist slashes at the Myrmidon that stands before you on the bridge. He does a lot of damage. He just did like over half his HP, so yeah. Right. Kairos. Actually, at the end of Rokon's turn, Kairos is going to use a wing attack. So Morna and Scrimshaw, can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
I can try.
Man, your saves have been fucking awful today. Holy shit.
To be fair, I've only got a +1.
Okay, well, yeah. I finally have found your weakness.
Yeah, that's why I got a ring of evasion.
Alright, well, you take 14 damage, Scrimshaw. Bludgeoning,
Okay.
and you get knocked back 5 feet. Morna, you pass, so you don't take anything. Actually, no, sorry. Let me just check. No, yeah, you don't take anything, Morna. And he is going to fly 20 feet up in the air. Are you going to opportunity second?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a stunning strike also, if you could make a con save.
That's a 20.
That passes.
Millindra is also going
16.
to. 21, that hits. Okay, so Kairos is currently flying in the air. Now it's Melindra's turn. Melindra's going to fly up. Melindra takes 5 damage. Rokon needs to take 5 damage as well, actually. And Chinook, did you? Yeah, you did take 5 damage on your turn. All right. Okay. So yeah, Melindra's flying in the air and is going to attack Kairos. Kairos is starting to look hurt now. It's 2 hits. Yeah, and then at the end of Melindra's turn, Kairos is going to use a legendary action to tail attack Melindra. This is so much stuff going on right now. So sorry, guys, hang on. Natural 20 on Melindra. Okay, that's it. Oh yeah, no, and then at the end of Melindra's turn, also Talendal is going to use a legendary action to tail attack Chinook. Nah, misses with a 14. That misses, right?
Oh, yeah. My AC is 18.
Okay, cool. Fire Elemental, there ain't none left. But it is top of the round. So there is a layer action. Let's have a look. Pools of water that the dragon can see within 120 feet of it surge outwards in a grasping tide. Pools of lava, sorry. Any creature on the ground within 20 feet of such a pool must succeed on a strength saving throw. So who's within 20 feet of the water?
I think everyone.
Okay, can everyone make a strength saving throw for me, please?
Does a 2 pass?
A 2 does not, unfortunately.
Can I use the
You're just within.
That's a strength save.
A strength save? Yeah.
Can I use
Yeah.
the thing on it? hand.
Yeah. So you did roll before you said.
Yeah, I mean.
I'll allow it this time.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So in that case, Chinook, Morna, and Scrimshaw. You take 5 fire damage.
Okay.
What was that? Sorry, 25.
5. Just 5. Just
Five.
5. Yeah. It's just a light tickle from the lava.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
Scrimshaw.
Oh, 1 sec. Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
wait, Joanne.
Sorry, I
sorry.
accidentally called Richard on Facebook.
Oh,
Crazy.
yeah, sorry, I thought there was an emergency.
I didn't mean to. No. I'd like to know how Billy's doing. So
'Kay.
sometimes I message and ask if Billy's okay.
I see, I see.
Yeah, sorry, there was
Alright.
a little
I only had
panic
3
there.
hours sleep last night, so I'm really gonna have to get going, guys.
All right. Well, we'll maybe let's stop here then because it is almost 10. So.
Oh,
Alright,
Okay.
we'll stop here. We'll
Okay.
put this initiative count. But yeah, thanks for playing, everyone.
Alright. Yeah, thanks for running.
Oh my god.
Just for
I
running.
will end the stream.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What a session. This
See
is
ya.
like the closest fight I think that we've had so far, maybe.
I'm having deja
Yeah.
vu and
Yeah.
I'm simply white. If my deja vu runs its course correctly in my mind.